Hello, I'm Mike Michael. I create out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, in the good old United States, and thanks for checking us out.
I am Terrell Woods, aka Carnage the Executioner, and I create from the St. Paul side of Minnesota. Beatboxer, rapper, and all that other good stuff. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Check that out.
That was kind of buggy.
Yeah, I'm kind of buggy. All right, what next? You just go into
Little
the other?
skin.
Let me erase this one. One more time on that.
Levels okay on all that stuff, and
That was probably the dopest shit in the world. Damn, that was kind of funky.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
not gonna
That's
cry.
how we do. That's how we do.
I love you guys so much. With that, I just wanted to know, what has
Honey.
music meant for you over this past year? You can take that anywhere you want to go with that.
It's been my saving grace. A lot of people have. I've noticed a lot of people complain. Do I need this? I noticed a lot of people have been complaining about losing work. A lot of musicians who tour and do shows can't play. Obviously, the streams don't seem to be doing as well for some as they are for others. And I'm a touring artist, but I can't tour obviously, but everything else just picked up for me. You know, all the online streaming stuff picked up, teaching picked up, being paid, hired for guest features, whether it's beats or rapping or, you know, just studio engineering type of stuff has all picked up. So, you know, for me, it just went to another side of convenience, you know, where I wasn't doing as much of that because I was on the road before. Now that I'm at home and not on the road, I do more of the other stuff. So it was just a shift in responsibilities.
Does that take away from your creativity?
No. I've been just as creative, in some senses, even more creative because I'm able to sit down and actually write more. You know, so, you know, people hiring me to write songs and stuff has been great because I can actually sit down and you know, get it out in a very short amount of time. Whereas before it was like, oh, you got to wait a few months because I won't be home for a while. You know, so it's been great for me.
He has been killing it. It's great. Yeah.
How about for you?
Music for me during this COVID experience. Can you hear me through the masky mask? I'll do this.
There you go.
There we go. It's meant this. So at one point in my life, I couldn't play music. And so midlife, it was like, well, here's another deterrent right after that situation where I was out of the game and in the game, and then boom, COVID. And so I feel that when you're called to do it and it's the only skill set you have and it's everything you've ever trained for or ever worked on or sacrificed for because it calls you, music is very spiritual to me, that it is my little church and it's the way I connect with fellow artists and people all in the arts all over the place. It was about adaptation, reinvention, kind of all the cliches, but keeping it real. But it's almost this blessing, and I know people are suffering and people in my family have had COVID, so I don't want to negate any of the real issues of health and sickness and death. But what I can do being healthy at this point is give forth some entertainment, some inspiration, and what it's given me is discipline and regularity on my craft. I've never written in this sort of bountifulness of writing, so I feel very grateful and thankful for that. We can still live stream and hang out with friends and make little videos for Instagram, little 30, 60-second fun bits, but it's training me about live streaming. It's training me about writing different kinds of music for other people. It's about connection, a global connection through social media sites like specifically Instagram for me. And that's been amazing.
You built a studio too, pretty much. You have enough.
Yeah, so it's like you just, it's either I have overhead and I have debt. So I have to do what I'm doing. And I've done other jobs in the corporate world and other things. And it's just for me, and I got to stick it out. And I'm just blessed that I've been able to manifest steady work throughout this experience. So I don't know what more to say, but it's hard because the business has changed for everybody. And it's all algorithms and there's a lot of people who are great. And we're seeing that every day. And that's too much information for the brain, to be honest with you. But it's about sharing, connection, entertaining, and just helping people hang in there. That would be my closing statement.
Yep.
That's all my job is to help people hang in there. So I love watching comedy videos. So I'm watching all the comedy podcasts. So I feed off of them like, oh, if they can do it, I need them every Monday.
Podcast.
So then it's up to you and me just to keep putting out art. So there you go. That was long.
That's great.
That's great.
Thank you, patrons of Music Mission. Adam Olson, Willie's American Guitars, and It's a Secret. Additional funding provided by a grant from the St. Paul Cultural Star Program. Please support us at www.musicmissionmusic.com.